What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're finally back with the Corvette. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but we just kept waiting on parts, and these junkyards, they take their sweet time with the tub, because the tub is really hard to get your hands on in the first place. And these guys just kept taking their time and kept delaying the, cutting it out or whatever. So I'll show it to you guys in a second what they ended up just doing. But we finally got two bumpers because they accidentally ordered two of them for me. So I guess I have two bumpers now. I got the little foam crash bar thingy. I have the actual metal crash bar on the section in the back. And I got a new trunk lid right here. So now we can actually finally start working on the car again and putting it back together. Let's go. I'll show you the rear piece they cut out. So this is what we're looking at right here for the rear section. These guys were slacking on me, man. Every other day I'd be calling the junkyard and they kept telling me that, we're getting on it, and they just never did. And so finally, after 3 weeks of waiting, they just chopped off a whole rear section of a convertible Corvette. That was their excuse, is they weren't sure if the convertible was gonna fit or not. So yeah, whatever. That took a while, but at least we finally have it. So we have the whole rear section of a Corvette now. Obviously we have the tub, we have the top lid part, which is actually something I forgot about originally, and we have the crash bar right here in the rear. So now that we have all this, we can actually finally get to work and continue the videos. We've been putting Mustang videos out just to kind of keep something going. But yeah, so now let's get to taking off this rear tub all over again.
Yep, that's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah. Alright, so it's the next day now. We finally got the whole tub out. In reality, the camera guy got it out while I was at work.
All right.
He didn't do the perfect job, but it's good enough. The whole thing is out. I don't know how hard it was, to be honest. From when I was trying to get to it, was really tight. So
yeah, it was hard.
Thanks to him. But we got it out. But before we throw it onto the actual Corvette itself, we need to cut out this frame piece right here, since it's obviously dented in this way. So let's get to that, chop this off, and then we can start putting the tub back in and seeing how everything lines up. So let's get to cutting off this frame real quick,
And then taking off the other one, right?
got the tub installed now, sort of. We just put it in to make sure it's gonna fit. It looks kind of funny now. It's been probably a month since we ripped the other tub out, so it's kind of interesting to see how tall the rear of the Corvette is. It
I know,
kind of
right?
used to being almost like a pickup truck. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Everything seems to be lining up pretty nicely. So let's go and take it out again and start applying all the glue, and let's slap it in once and for all. Alright, so it's the next day. We let the glue dry overnight. It seems to be pretty solid. I think it's all in there pretty good. So before we start putting in the carpeting and all the speakers and wires and whatnot, we're going to test fit some of the body panels that we have to make sure that everything did align properly. So I guess let's get to that now. Alright, so we got all the body panels that we have on the car itself. Most of them align pretty nicely. Like, obviously they need to be adjusted here and there, but they actually lined it up a little bit easier than we thought. We thought we'd have to adjust them a lot more, but let's go ahead and pull out the Corvette from underneath the balcony, give it a quick little wash so it looks a little bit less musty, and we'll call it wraps for the video from there. So let's get to moving this Corvette.
All the wires hanging out.
Got the wire.
Yeah. All right, back it up. I think sounds pretty good.
I know, honestly.
It's just a little quiet for my liking, but.
So we still don't have this quarter panel. I have to go pick it up sometime this week at another junkyard because the one I went to didn't have it. So without this, imagine it's there. Let's go and give this thing a nice little wash. See the tire. Now that we finally washed the Corvette, it's a long awaited and long needed wash. This thing's been collecting dust for the past couple of weeks. Kind of makes me want to start working on it again.
Right.
And not slack no more, but we got all the body panels lined up as good as they can right now. Obviously we're still missing this quarter panel right here, but I'll pick one up sometime this week most likely when I get a free moment to go do so. But yeah, so there's still obviously a lot of work that needs to be done. This stuff all needs to get painted and needs to get prepped. We need to figure out all this wiring issues. Inside of the trunk, there's still a lot of stuff that needs to get worked out in there, but that's gonna do it for this video. I just want to say thank you all for watching and make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you all next time.